Okay. Okay. Oh, welcome everybody. How you doing, everybody? It's Tuesday, October 31st. It's the end of the month, 2023, the end of October. Happy Halloween. It's Halloween, and I just noticed that too. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining me from around the world. We're trying to figure out what's happening in the markets, and we do it in plain English if at all possible,
around the world,
and figure out just where we're at and what is going on. We're watching macro and micro developments all at the same time, and we're trying to make sense of it and do the best we can with what we've got. If you're an option writer, um, it's good times. It's just good times. You have no fear of the upside. And some people go, well, why are you always cheering the fact that stocks don't always go up? Because as an option writer, I'm looking for shrinkage, and as an option writer, I'm looking for income from the gamblers who are desperate for fairy tale happy endings that don't always happen. When everyone thinks the same thing, it doesn't happen. If you all think that a stock is going to go up because you all want it to go up, it's not. It's not going to happen. It's when people don't believe it, and the reality sets in, and it's a dope slap, and you go, "Wow, geez, they're making that much money. I didn't know. I didn't think they could do that." Like Amazon, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, in the 90s. I remember back in those days, Amazon was trading at whatever level it was at. It wasn't making money. And every serious analyst who had been around since the 60s and 70s and 80s was going, this company doesn't make any money. I cannot recommend my clients buy this stock. I just can't. And they were right, because of the 100 other online companies that were out there, 98 of them died, or 95 of them, or whatever the number, a high number died, and a few merged with others. And then there was Amazon. And you can't fault an analyst to say to his clients, look, to protect your money and keep you safe, I cannot recommend you buy 15 of these 100 .com companies in the 90s, or 80 of them, or all of them, any of them, because none of them make money. And I don't know how these guys are going to make money. And what ended up happening, of course, for Amazon was many of their competitors died off, and Amazon helped a number of companies die off as they got larger, and accelerated their demise. And so there was one man standing, Jeff Bezos and Amazon. And today, people go, oh, well, what a genius he was, and what a great businessman he was. And boy, if you had invested with that guy, would you ever done well? Well, okay, more power to you. Look, when Apple went public in 1980, whatever, there were all kinds of computer companies out there, apart from Apple and IBM making computers, and Compaq. They're all gone. All their competitors are gone. If you take a look at YouTube videos, commercials from the 1980s for computer companies, 1970s, you'll find all of these companies that came out with, RAM this and .com that, and floppy disk here and there. These guys are all gone. Apple's still around, but they're different corporation than they ever would have been and was ever thought to be from the earliest days. And companies that were leading the business or had huge chunks of the business got annihilated as time went by, because things change, and there's an evolution, a revolution of business. And that brings me quickly to Sofi. Sofi is not a creator of banking. Sofi is not inventing banking. Sofi is transforming banking. Sofi is stealing business from everybody. And why would they be loved from everybody else? They are feared by everybody else in a slight, calm way, under the table. There is no CEO of another bank showing fear of Sofi, but they should be, and they are. Quietly and in private, they're terrified of what Sofi is doing. Sofi is stealing deposits from all kinds of regional banks, mid-sized banks, and large banks. Is Sofi bringing in $25 billion a month in money from everyone? No, not yet. What is Sofi doing? They're hauling in about $1 billion a month now in deposit money. This is a record for them. And this will continue to grow. This will continue to accelerate. They'll get to $1.5 billion a month. They'll get to $2 billion a month. They'll get to two. Yes, they will. They're at 15 plus billion in deposits now. A year from now, they won't be at 30. 25 would be my guess. A year after that, 45, 50 billion is possible. The year after that, 70, 80 billion, 90 billion is possible. That puts them in the top 50, the top 25 banks deposit. They're moving up, all right? They're not going to be a top 10 bank in 2 years, 3 years. This is a long haul. But then again, SoFi isn't here for a quick time. SoFi is here forever to grow their business systemically, systematically, and get their piece of the action. All right. High interest rates, low interest rates, same interest rates, inflation, it doesn't matter. SoFi will be around for a long, long time. The good news for SoFi is that they don't have physical branches, which is bad news for all the traditional banks, because with inflation the way it is, and it's expected to stay in the 3 to 5% level for quite a while yet, I don't see us going to zero inflation anytime soon. You've got staff you have to give raises to. You have city taxes going up, insurance costs going up for each location, security costs, advertising costs are higher, maintenance of buildings of their banks is up. I mean, every branch has existing expenses just to be a branch, let alone being a bank with its employees. SoFi doesn't have any of this. And this is why these guys are going to make a bloody fortune. They're going to make a piss pot of money. This is the Amazon of banking, the online banker. This is the Amazon. Amazon didn't invent how to sell books. Amazon didn't invent how to sell CDs. Amazon destroyed Tower Records. Amazon destroyed Sam the Record Man in Canada. Amazon destroyed most bookstores. It was Amazon that did that. They went into clothing. They went into all kinds of other products. And many of you who are watching me here are addicted to the Amazon model of business. And I can't blame you, because it works. Amazon is the online retailer that has annihilated brick and mortar retailers around the world. SoFi is going to do the same thing. Sooner or later, there will be banks going under or retrenching their footprints because of SoFi. If you're a banker out there and you work for a bank, or you know someone who works for a bank, I can tell you that what they're worried about at that organization is the fact that they're not fintech enough. That, yeah, they offer online banking, but they're not fintech enough, because they cannot offer deposit rates in interest on deposits like SoFi can. SoFi is handing out 4 to 4.5% interest on deposits that you put in there electronically, by the way. Your local bank branch with a building, they can't offer you 4.5% on your money. They need the money that you have to pay their overhead. The building they're in, the location they've got, all their locations and their head offices. SoFi just has a head office, and they're not sitting in 100-story tall towers around the world. SoFi is running lean and mean, and they don't have a zillion branches all over the place. They don't have that overhead, so they can just offer more interest to you for your $1,000, $1,500, $25,000, $400,000, whatever you got, up to $2 million, you're insured with SoFi. They can offer you that too. And they are stealing business from everybody, bit by bit by bit. And it'll begin to bite as the years go by. Amazon did not destroy the record business in 1 year. They did not destroy the book selling business in 5 years. It took Amazon 10, 12, 15 years, from the early 90s through to the mid 2000s, 2005, 6, 7, 8, 10. Then it began to show. And that's when Amazon could expand into everything else. And they've been a category killer in certain areas, and they've diversified their business, because Amazon figured out, well, we can't just be a bookseller and a CD seller to survive. We got to get into clothing. We got to get into televisions. We have to get into, remember, VCRs. We have to get into DVD players. We have to get into picnic tables. We have to get into barbecues. We have to get into spatulas. We have to get into dishes. We have to get into beds, bedding, furniture. Yeah. And they did that, and they expanded, and became category killers. And they have a percentage of the business now. SoFi will have a percentage of the banking business. Now, what could SoFi do to accelerate their growth? Take over their competition. They could start buying up their competition in fintech. On the other hand, they could be pursued, and I've mentioned this 2 years ago. SoFi could be a takeover target. Could it be that a large, massive bank with branches all over the place take over SoFi? Just start buying up the stock and become a dominant shareholder. It might take them 2 years, 3 years to slowly buy the company out. You guys might be taken out at 20, 30, 40 bucks a share 2-3 years from now. As SoFi becomes profitable and larger, maybe. On the other hand, it could be that a Jeff Bezos kind of guy, not Mr. Noto, who's running it now, but a very well-to-do, large entity, and it might be a corporation, may not be a person, but an entity will start to nibble up this stock, and they will become a dominant shareholder of the company. That could happen. I don't know. Under the U.S. banking rules and whatnot, to take over a chartered bank is not that simple. You can't have a hostile takeover from 5, overseas rich guys to take this company over. Too many rules with the Department of Justice and the banking sector and the Federal Reserve and the U.S. Treasury. So probably not. The shares of this company will go up as the results of this company keep coming out. Yesterday was a great day for SoFi. Economically speaking, and from a reporting point of view, they hit another home run. You know it. I know it. We're believers, and we're not going to be shaken out of the stock. Fair enough. The street as a whole has to be given an excuse to buy SoFi over something else. And there's the competition right now for buyers of SoFi stock. And again, I said earlier, I've said this before, some people say, why should I buy the stock of SoFi? I can just put 10 grand into SoFi as a deposit and get 4.5% of my money. It's guaranteed, it's insured, and I get 4.5% return, and I can wait until SoFi shares start to take off, and then I'll buy it. Fair enough. It's an okay excuse. The problem with that excuse is the day the shares do make their final launch from here is unknown. And I can't tell you, you can't tell me when this stock goes to 8, never goes to 7 again. When it goes to 10, we'll never go to 8 again. When it goes to 12, and we'll never go to 9 again. I don't know when that is. If I did, I wouldn't be here hanging out with you guys. I'd be just biding my time, making my move. There you go. That is SoFi in a nutshell. From this guy, I've noticed there are articles out this morning about upgrades, downgrades, commentary, no change in position. Analysts just saying, some are happy, some are not happy, some are satisfied, some are optimistic, some are, hold the line, not changing their price targets, some are. Welcome to normal. Welcome to another day of normal. In 90 days from now, guess what's going to happen? SoFi is going to release their financials in 90 days for the next quarter. The quarter we're in now, this is October. They're already a month into it. They're supposed to announce a positive earnings number. That's what's supposed to happen for the December 31 year end. This is October 31. We're a month into the quarter. They just upped their guidance yesterday. If you're not listening to that, I can't help you. If you're ignoring that, ignore it. But Noto, he hasn't changed his tune at all. He says exactly the same thing today as he said a month ago, 6 months ago, and basically a year ago. He has not changed his story. And it's always the same. Better days ahead, growing company, bigger bank, more deposits, higher earnings, revenues. And we're going to be profitable in the fourth quarter, starting the fourth quarter. Okay, that's SoFi. We're at 7:05. 705 right now, up 11 cents this morning. Yes, we're too low. I agree. We're way too low. All righty. What else is going on out there? GameStop, $12.85 a share last I saw, up about a nickel maybe. A lot of you have been asking me, Bruce, what do you think? Should I be writing contracts on GameStop even when it's down here at these levels, even though we know that in the first week of December, they're going to release their financials? What do you think I should do? And I consistently say, keep writing contracts on your GameStop. Don't sit there and wait for better times. Take the money off the table from the gamblers. If you can write out of the money calls and get paid money for an out of the money call and use that money to do whatever you want, whether you're buying more GameStop shares, buying more deep in the money options, shifting into 5s or 8s, or going into Sofi with that money, or whatever you're doing, God bless you for it. Put your money to work and get on with it. The June 24 calls, by the way, which are 7 months from now or so, you can sell 15s for close to $250 a piece, ballpark. They have a bit of a wide spread, but if you put them out there and on an offer, you might get your hands on $2.50, offering these shares for $15 each. Now, people are sitting here going, Bruce, why would I want to do that? That's crazy. That's insane. I don't know why I'd want to do something like that. You're losing it. Look, if you can pick up cheap in the money calls, deep in the money calls, like $5 deep in the money calls expiring January 2026, if you can get those for $7.5, something like that, $8, they're worth $7.85. You can get them for $8.50, and you can bring in $2.50 against an $8.50 investment. I don't think you're crazy. I think you're smart as hell. And you can do that 10 times over, 20 times over. You can buy a whole bunch more of these deep in the money calls and write on them again. Dare them to take you out at 15. Dare them. If you own 10s and you bought them for $12, $14, $15 in the last year and a half, keep writing on those. Write the 15s for 2.5 and take that money. Buy back calls that have just got annihilated on you, which is what the point of a stock going down. You've got calls out there that are worth pennies on the dollar what you sold them for, and start writing these Aprils and bring in this money. Get on with it and buy more deep in the money calls to average down, or to help you to shift from $15 calls, $13 calls, $10 deep in the money calls, 8s, and move into 5s. Can't do it all in one trade. Can't do it all in one nanosecond. Fair enough, but you can certainly do it over time as a program, as a game plan to shift your calls lower and keep writing. It never ends. The game never stops. What happens if SoFi goes to $14, $15? You know what happens if the stock goes up that high. You all know that the contracts will rise in value that you've written, of course, along with all the other contracts, and you'll start looking at possibly maybe doing a rollover. But you're not going to do a rollover if the stock goes to 14 or 15. You're going to do a rollover if the stock goes to 16 or 17 or 18. Because then it's worth your while to think about, I might write $20 calls. I'll buy back my 15s and I'll write 20s for next year, December. I'll go out another 5-6 months. Yes, because I'm going to pull the string on this thing. That's what you'll do. Keep in mind that the shares do go from 12 to 15, 16, 17, and you bought deep in the money calls, $5 deep in the money's at 8.5, stocks at 18.5. Those deep in the money calls are worth $10, $11, $12. You've made $3, $4 on those. You lost $1 or $2 on these calls you wrote. Whoop-de frig. So what? You made a ton on the deep in the money calls you're sitting on. You can roll those up into 7s or 8s or what have you if you want to, and write and roll over. Do not fear the upside, but take the money on the downside. Stop not taking the money. Grab it. Okay. I'm not frustrated here. I'm just excited. Okay, what else is going on around here? We have so much to watch and so much to follow. I'm showing the Dow up just 7 right now, 7-8 points. S&P up 5, 4.5. NASDAQ down 3. The Federal Reserve. I think they meet today and tomorrow. We'll hear tomorrow what their announcement is. Everyone is figuring nothing. They're not going to do anything. They're going to keep rates where they are. That's what the consensus of the market is. All right. Crude oil, 82.90. It's up 59 cents. And that's all she wrote. Okay. What else is going on? JetBlue stock tumbles after earnings. Things are going from bad to worse at JetBlue. Well, they took over, what was it, Frontier? Cost them a ton of money, and they got to absorb all that. They're having all kinds of fun. Airlines in general have had that surge of summer travel. Now it's the fall, it's shoulder season, and the travelers are fed up. I'm fed up as of air travel. Very frustrated by the in-flight services that are not being offered anymore. Flying is a chore. Flying is not fun unless you can afford the high end, and it's not even worth it. The high end is not worth what it used to be. Airlines are having trouble. They're having trouble, and the U.S. domestic fleets are old and tired, and the international fleets are young and fresh. And airlines or builders like Boeing in particular, they're having all kinds of problems getting planes out on time and on schedule and without all kinds of issues that the FAA has uncovered, cracks in certain parts of their structure and all this stuff. Yeah, there's issues out there for the airlines, no question about it. Might translate into more trouble for hotels and resorts, but I don't know. At the moment, we'll see what's going on. All right, welcome all to the party. Something else being talked about out there is the bond market. This is the third year in a row. You may or may not know this. This is the third year in a row that the bond market has lost money. Specialists in bond trading, mutual funds, and ETFs that are specialists in bond investing are losing their clients' money. Third year in a row. And that's the problem when you have higher rates. And in the case of interest rates going from nothing, half a percentage point 2 years ago to now 5 and maybe to 6, you have bond funds getting whacked. And the value of bonds has been slumping. The area of concern right now for bond holders, those who hold bonds and those who hold bond funds, and bond funds that invest into a wide swath of bonds out there. The bonds that are in trouble right now, perceived problems, are high-rise office buildings. You know all about that. Shopping malls to a degree, and now the housing market. There's worries about condo market financing and these areas, because at 8% mortgages to the public and 8% mortgages to shopping malls, office building operators, we're talking mega billion-dollar projects here. These 8% rates are killer. And you are hearing a lot of talk about how companies are trying to get employees to come back to the office. And there's more and more headlines out there saying, company so-and-so now is operating 5 days a week as a normal, they used to be normal. What they're not telling you and admitting is that, well, half the employees are new. The half of the employees we had are not here anymore. A quarter of them retired. We got rid of them. We bought them out. We got rid of them to never have them come back. We did early retirement incentives starting in 2020, 21. And then we have the natural 2.5% a year attrition rate of employees. And our 55 to 65-year-old employees, they're all gone. They're virtually none. The only ones left are the top management, the top 1%. But all those middle managers that were 55, 60, 65, they got bought out. They took a hike. They said, enough of this crap. I'm out of here. Some of them became watchers of this channel, are saying, screw you. I'm never going back. I'm going to hang out with Uncle Bruce. I'm going to hang out with Alberto and Splair and Alex and Drew and all the other great people on this channel, because I don't need this garbage from you guys anymore. I can make more money being an option trader than working for you buggers. Thank you very much. How many people have figured out in the last 2 years that their 401ks, IRAs, and equity in their homes is more than enough that if they structure it correctly, they can live off of it. Why bother going to work anymore? And how many people out there in the last 2 years and 3 years know someone, and maybe more than one person? Some are very near and dear to them. Some are just extended family members, friends, colleagues, whatever, that became very ill and worked all their lives to reach a certain point of retirement only to die, only to become extremely unwell, only to suffer from a debilitating disease that caught up to them, or who knows what. I mean, how many people in your lives have you heard about that? I heard so and so suffered a heart attack. I heard so and so got diabetes. I heard so and so has cancer. I heard so and so has this. I heard so and so had that. And these were folks that had hopes, wishes, dreams, and aspirations of a wonderful retirement starting in 2 or 3 years from now, never to happen. How many people have you heard of, especially in the States, who saved all their lives, worked their butts off, and got ill, and now are paying $5,000 a month in medical bills that is not covered by any insurance anywhere? They're 53, 54, 55, and they're getting wiped out financially every month. Their money is draining away. That is a common story in America. That is really scary, that Europeans cannot understand it. Canadians cannot comprehend that story, but Americans are living that nightmare. Many are. And so whatever they're making on their homes, whatever they're making on their investments, is being eaten away by medical bills that no one will help pay for. There's that too. So the world is changing. Bankers out there don't look at that story in a particular way, but they think about it. They go, well, if these office towers can only get back to 80% occupancy or 65% occupancy, because a corporation used to have 25,000 square feet of office space, now they only need 15,000 square feet, and all their employees are back. No. All your employees for today's number are back, but you're not what you were 3 years ago, because more of it is going online and AI. There are office towers in every major city across North America and Europe that are in trouble. And bankers are worried about the mortgages on these things. And bondholders are terrified about the mortgages on a lot of buildings that are in trouble. Now, there are some buildings that are full up, 100% full, but they're part of a giant corporation's portfolio of buildings, and the entire portfolio is not full up. Only 5 or 6 or 8 of the prime properties are filled. And then there are 20 or 30 other buildings in cities all over the place that are not filled. And it's a domino effect, dragging down the value of the bonds that they were issuing to fund the construction of these structures. This is a big problem. And it's just happening. All right. Sorry, but that's the story about what's going on. All right, guys, thank you for being here. I just want to give you the picture of what I see going on and where I see it happening and the direction things are going. It may not have anything to do with the investments you're doing, which is fine. It's great. If it doesn't affect you today, fantastic. Maybe tomorrow I have stories about something else that will affect you. On the other hand, I tell you that there are banking problems out there and bond problems out there, and SoFi doesn't go up. Draw the lines between them. SoFi is a bank, and if bank stocks are not doing well, SoFi won't do well. They're a bank. Nothing personal. It's just you're affiliated with the business. That's all. It's like computer stocks having a bad day and Apple going down. People going, why is Apple going down? They're selling all kinds of product. It's because they're a computer company. And computer stocks are down today. Sorry, they're affiliated with the business. Just want you to understand what's going on in the big picture. Welcome to the channel, the show. Welcome to the old man here from Calgary. We're back, and I'm glad to see you. Drew says, I rolled GameStop $20 October 2024 to $15 June 2024. I got a 17-cent a contract. More times 22, giddy up. There you go. More money. Take it. Why not take the dough? What else is going on here? Uncle Bruce, Splair, it's the same for GameStop with October as the end of the quarter. Which are they announcing in December? At least the games will have horrible releases. We'll find out on GameStop. We'll find out. This stock is already down It's not like it's going to go down. It's already at its 52-week range, low range. Can it get worse? Maybe, maybe not. We'll figure it out. Anyway, there you have it. Thank you all for being here and joining us. What else is going on here? Yeah, here's a good comment. Sky High Kite. How about the Taylor Swift movie filmed at SoFi Stadium? Now there's some serious publicity. True. I bought 500 more shares of SoFi yesterday. 691 says Tasty Donkey. Well done. Well done. Vilbus, I miss spending time at Tower Records listening to music. Damn you, Amazon. Yep. What can I say? It is. What else is going on here? Thank you all for popping in here. Thank you for these thumbs ups. Waverly, Coffee Kids Trading. Thank you guys. Deep Value, Luca, Stephen Butler. How you doing there, Luca, buddy? Some of you are making money on Condors, and some of you are getting caught on some of your Condors. Welcome to the markets. The key here in Condor trading, and it's nothing personal, you've got to have the powder to handle Condor rollovers. I understand when you watch lesson number 16, and it's a killer lesson that we put together. Lesson number 16. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. A lot of my viewers who were with me live and then who've since watched lesson 16 have been going, oh my God, Bruce, you've opened up a whole new world for me. I had no idea that I could be an option player in a Condor situation rather than I have to buy stock or buy deep in the money calls or do cash secured puts. I can do Condors. This has opened up a whole new world for me. I know. I'm excited for you, except for one little tiny detail that I have mentioned from time to time, and maybe I should mention it a lot more aggressively. When you take on Condors, you cannot be all in. That's the thing about Condors. If you go all in on Condors and have no powder to be able to do a rollover, you're asking for trouble potentially. As I've said a zillion times, the secret of a Condor is to have way out of the money calls and way out of the money puts in play, and they shrink to virtually nothing, and you scored the change. Remember, when you create a Condor with puts and calls, you're bringing in money, sure, but you're not bringing in thousands of dollars per Condor. You could bring in thousands of dollars on multiple Condors, but not on one. And a single Condor with a wide spread between puts and calls, but a $5 or $10 spread between the puts and the calls, between those two, means you have a margin obligation to your broker. And your broker is going to protect themselves. The closer the stock gets to the puts or the calls, depending on which direction these stocks go, there could be a broker out there going, I need more margin, or your margin ability is getting close, or to do a rollover, you're going to need capital to afford the rollover. The rollover itself is a win for you. When you get the rollover done, you have more money in your account or a lower debit balance in your account. But you've got to have the powder going in to this trade. So when I say to you, like the other day, the last 5-6 weeks, you can do Condors on Apple, AI, Spider, Microsoft, Tesla, Triple Qs, NVIDIA, Spider, all of these. I'm not telling you out there, I'm not indicating to you should put everything you have into one Condor and leave nothing on the side. You really want to be only utilizing a percentage of the capital you have into a Condor trade so that if necessary, you want to do a full rollover going forward in time because the Condor has been breached up or down, you have the capital to do so. By doing that, by being able to go forward in time, let's say you go forward in time a month on the calls and the puts, and you've adjusted your spread between calls and puts even higher, and you've moved them higher or lower based on the market that you're dealing with, you can afford to make that move. Very important safety tip. I love nothing more then when someone contacts me and says, Bruce, boy, you know what? I did a Condor trade. One of those trade tips you did a few weeks ago, I moved into those Condors. And what happened was the market went down, and the calls that I had initiated are virtually like they're 5 to 6 cents each. I mean, these things are nothing. They were $1.10, and I wrote them for 1.20, and I bought some for 45 cents. They're like 5 cents and 10 cents. I closed them out because I scored on those. But like you said, I then turned around and I created a new call and long and short call position, same expiry, but at a lower strike, because the market is lower. So my puts are here. They're still here. The calls were here. I closed those out. I've now created these calls because the market has gone from here to here. This is an increase in credit. You need powder to do it? Great. Then utilize it and take that credit. Now you've added credit to your bottom line. This could help you adjust the puts lower if necessary. And the one thing I want you to think about with Condors is if you wrote a $100 put and you bought a 110 put, no matter what the issue is, and the stock is coming down, you want to move your put from 100, the one you wrote, from 100 to 10 to 95. Don't move the 90. You're long the 90. You're short the 100. You're going to end up 95 and 90. What you're doing with that move is that you are taking $5 of risk off the table. Excuse me. So instead of having a $10 spread on the put, you now have a $5 spread on the put because you didn't do anything with the long put. You left it alone. But the short put, you bought back and then you wrote a lower strike on it to get closer to the insurance policy put down here. You just reduced your requirement for margin requirement from $10 to $5 on the position. Keep that in mind as well. Or if you move both of them, you're going from a 100 and a 90, you want to go down on those, do this move, go to say 95 or 90 to 85 instead of 80, or 83 instead of 80. In other words, take the $10 spread and make it a $7 spread or a $6 spread, using the credit from the calls, and bring those calls down, bring the strike price down to increase your credit. You may have a $10 spread up there, but you're going to have a $7 spread down here or a $6 spread down here. This is strategies to look into. Get your pen out, get a piece of paper out, get your calculator out. You are full-time asset managers. This is your homework. And take a look at, can I pull off a move where, as this market has come down, can I move my puts lower and reduce the risk, reduce the exposure on my position? That's the key. Again, every stock, every index, every Condor has to be looked at on an individual basis. They're not all the same, as you're all figuring out. And some of you out there are only interested in index Condors. I understand that. Some of you out there going, Bruce, it's Apple or nothing. I'm just going to do Apple Condors. I'm only going to do NVIDIA Condors. I'm only going to do Unity Condors. You find your favorites. You find your comfort zone. You find the time frame you like dealing with and go with it. If you're going to go out 1 week or less on a Condor, you have better be watching the market at every second of the day, because you're now talking about dynamite here. You're playing with nitroglycerin. It's a couple of days of expiry and you're not that far out between bid and ask. You are playing with nitro. You're going out a month or two and you're only going to take 2 or 3 weeks of the depreciation off on your hands. That's a different scenario entirely. If you're going to go out 3 months, 4 months, you could do a Condor out a year from now if you want. You can really go out on Condors. I mean, you want to go out a year on Apple Condors, on Tesla Condors. I mean, you can have a $200 spread on Tesla Condors. look it up. You're probably going to have a wider range between calls and puts, which means you need more margin, but you're getting more credit. I mean, it all evens out at the end. If you're just going to write a Condor for 8 months and buy it back when it has 4 months left to live, because that's all you're after, shrinkage, that's a strategy. It's an open strategy. It can be investigated. Okay. A zillion ways to play this game. No end to it. Thank you again for being for letting me know how you're doing and how it's going. Appreciate you all so much for being here. Thank you for these thumbs ups already. Those are appreciated. We now have 79 of them, and we're 20 minutes away from opening. We just hit 80. By the way, a big shout out to everyone on this channel, whether you're watching live or on rerun. And in particular, I want to say hi to the rerun guys, because so many of you watch me later. You watch me at double speed or whatever you're doing. You guys came through for me yesterday. First of all, the folks who are here live, you hit the thumbs up button all during the show as I was begging you to do it. You did it. You got us over 100, then you got us over 150. We got up to the 170, 80 level by the time I said goodbye. You rerun people out there, 212 plus thumbs up was the final number last I saw. We broke 200 thumbs up yesterday for the first time in months. I thank you. I just want to say thanks. It really means the world to me personally. I love to get at least 200 thumbs ups. It helps the channel. It gets exposed to more people. YouTube takes us more seriously. That's all there is to it. And the more folks who follow this channel and become part of it, the more ideas we get and the more reaction and interaction we get. And this is better for all of you who are members of this channel already. If we can attract additional members who are becoming option writers or who are already option writers and are going, hey, there's a channel that talks about option writing. This is great. These are my peeps. That's what we want to attract here. We want to attract more folks who want to do the option writing game. It's just going to give us more ammo and more knowledge, makes us stronger. So thank you, all of you guys out there who came together yesterday and nailed it. 88 now, 89, here they are. They're coming in. I love to hit 100 thumbs ups before the market even opens, and on our way to 200 by the time we shut this down every day. You guys are phenomenal, and it's you're helping. I'm certain of it. You're helping yourselves by getting others involved. We have 156 people watching. We got 90 thumbs ups. I thank you. If Strickland doesn't catch you, God bless you, but don't let Strickland catch you without giving us a thumbs up. He's monitoring the hallways. Thank you all for your support. Those of you who have become members of this channel in the last month or two, newbies, welcome to the party. Those of you who have become straight out Gold Bagel members right off the bat because you want a daily trading tip, you want to be involved in the pre-show before this show even starts, you want to be part of Wednesday Prime Time Live with me, 7 o'clock Eastern every Wednesday night starting tomorrow. Gold Bagel members, thank you. It's $25 a month. You're getting your money's worth. I know it. Those of you who are chilling with Uncle Bruce members, just hanging out here to make commentary and be part of the family, love you too. Thank you all for being members of this channel. It's what keeps us on the air. The advertising money we get doesn't do it. I get about $8 a day from YouTube. $8 a day, 5 days a week, because I'm only live 5 days a week. So we make $40 a week from YouTube from advertising. That's all I get. So this channel is not on the air because YouTube is handing me all kinds of advertising money. That's not happening. It's the memberships that keep this channel going. And that's why I try as hard as I can to come up with ways for these Gold Bagel members up here to find ways to give you daily trading tips where I can say to you, here's another tip for you to consider. It's not risky. It's not, super speculative. It's something that you can get into and you can kind of rest at night. You'll be excited and wait till tomorrow. You can't wait till tomorrow's trading, but it's the kind of trading where you're going to be thrilled to be part of these trades and go, wow, this is great. I'm folding my arms and watching these contracts deteriorate just like he said they would. and all the folks on Discord and all the folks here, we're all part of the same family watching the deterioration of option premiums day after day, week after week, month after month, and we're taking the money off the table. This is what I'm trying to get as many of you as possible into. And those of you who are Gold Bagel members, I'm doing everything I can to make this very much worth your while to be a member of this channel. And so that's why I keep harping on it. Thank you for tolerating the begging from this YouTuber to please consider get yourself a membership and upgrade to Gold Bagel right now. Thank you all for that. What else is going on here? We're doing nothing on the market right now. There's nothing going on. We're up 15 on the Dow, okay? 7 points gain on S&P, 10 on NASDAQ. It's a nothing burger. There's a tug of war going on. And it's about where does money go for the best return on money. It's nothing personal. It's business. Okay, just like the Godfather has always said, Sonny, it's not personal. All right, we're just trying to figure out how to make business. Michael said, it's not personal. It's just business. And that's it, baby. Hold your enemies closer. And be on top of this market. Understand the psychology of this stock market and the option market. Remember, the rougher it gets, the more people who have mortgages that are being renewed now at much higher prices, people trying to get a new car because they have to get a new car. Their old car died. They got to get something newer, whether it's used or new. There are people out there who are going, Jesus, I got to get a new vehicle that's going to run me $500 a month more than the last one. I got to renew my mortgage and it's $1,000 more a month than before. And they're watching their savings getting decimated. They're watching their reserves get decimated. Their bosses are telling them, I can only give you a $200 a month raise. Sorry, I know you're paying $1,000 a month more for your mortgage. Get a part-time job. It's business. It's not personal. Well, they take it personally. There are people out there who are taking hardship personally, and there are many, many good people, many, many very good people who are being put into really tight situations. Familial obligations, health issues, just a million reasons why there is pressure on people to get a return. And then there are those out there who are aware of how bad it is or how tough it is. And they're aware of what they should be doing to make it better. They should be getting perhaps a better paying job, should be upping their training or their knowledge and skills to be able to demand more money from their bosses. Whatever the answer, many people know what they have to do to make their lives better. But what they're choosing to do instead is they feel trapped, they feel desperate, and they feel that whatever they've done the last couple of years isn't working, and now they're pulling at straws. And unfortunately, they head to Vegas and gamble. They go to their local casinos and gamble. You see people at slot machines at Indian reservations that shouldn't be there. You're seeing people with, getting welfare disability checks and gambling to try to make more money. Sports betting, the silent killer of a lot of people's bank accounts. They're sports betting quietly. There are husbands and wives gambling with the other party, not knowing that they're gambling. There are issues. And there are also investors out there or day traders out there who do not study, do not pay attention to the fundamentals of the market, don't want to. They're looking for a win. They are so consumed by their financial pressures. They are looking for a win, and they've got 5 or 10 or 20 or 50 or $100,000 lying around, and they're trying to make a quick buck to find the hot trade to score. And they're trying to day trade their way to a better life. And they're underqualified. They're not qualified to do it. And these are the folks, many of them, everywhere, in every country. These are not Americans. These aren't Canadians. These aren't Brits. This is around the globe, and more are coming into this business every single day because this is the big gateway into the stock market now. You don't need to talk to a human being to do it, become a trader. You don't even need to meet anybody anymore. You don't have to go to a branch and sign papers in front of somebody. You can do everything on this now and become a trader on the markets. And you guys who are here have figured it out. Oh my God, Bruce, I cannot believe the kind of money I can bring in from option premiums, depending on the stock and the situation and the market and everything else. I can't believe how much I'm bringing in for this contract that I'm offering. I'm offering a 6-week contract, and I'm getting these dollars into my hands, and all I have to do is offer shares that I own, deep in the money contracts that I own, to the market. Say, hey, would you like to buy my GameStop shares at $15 a share between now and April? Give me this much money, and you can buy them off of me. And they do. You can do this with NVIDIA. You can do this with AI. You can do this with Unity. You can do this with the spiders, Microsoft, Google, Tesla. I mean, on and on and on. People here on this channel are going, psychologically, Bruce, this is crazy. I am the level-headed one. I'm the calm person here, and I'm just offering contracts at what I think are ridiculous prices. And I'm willing to just buy them back for half the price. I'm not looking to screw anybody. I'm not looking to crush anybody. I'm not that. I'm a liquidity offerer. I'm offering liquidity in the option market, and I'm prepared to buy back these contracts at half the price I sold them for. Now, if this happens in 3 days, thank you very much. But if it happens in 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, hey, it's all right. I'll write 50 contracts at $1.50 a piece and bring in $7,500, and I'll give you back $3,500. No problem. And I'll write something else. The gamblers out there are going, I need a hit, man. I need a return. I got to buy something for $1.50 and sell it for $2.50. Like in a couple of days. What can I get? And they're out there hoping against hope that they're going to make money. And they're willing to take risks that you and I are not willing to take. They're willing to take the time risk that the clock will kill them. They're willing to take the premium risk that they're buying a contract that is out of the money. The stock not only has to go high enough to be at the money, it has to go beyond the at the money price for that 150 contract to have a hope in hell of reaching 250. These folks are looking for massive returns in a really short period of time on a stock to try to make a couple of bucks. And you're on the other side going, I don't think so. I don't. If in 2 days the stock moves, congratulations. But I am here for. I just wrote a 6-week contract, a 10-week contract. I'm willing to wait 3-4 weeks, and I bet you I'm going to buy this back for 25 cents on the dollar, 40 cents on the dollar. And you figured out that hanging out with this crew of regulars over here, it happens more often than not, a lot more often than not. And this is money you've never made before in the markets, because you understand the psychology of the opponent that you are against. You have the clock in your back pocket, that unrelenting ticking of the second hand is your weapon, and it's a slow motion grind down, and you're the one scoring. And sure, you write one contract for $1.50, you bring in $150, and you buy it back for $50. You could say, well, in a month I made $100. I still have to work and I still have to do what I do to get by, but I made $100 in my account. That's true. You wrote 10 of them, you brought in $1,500 and you paid $500 to buy them back. You made $1,000. Took you a month to do it. You made $1,000. Way to go. There's $1,000. Now, what you do with that $1,000 is totally up to you. You're going to use that to knock off a credit card bill you got lying around? Probably a good idea. You wrote 50 of them. You brought in $5,000. That changes things, because at that pace, at $5,000 every 30 days, that's $60,000 a year being handed to you by gamblers who are desperate to try to make a go of it. Gamblers with trillions of dollars in play, trillions. We're talking global gamblers here, not one person, global trillions going on all the time, and you're taking out 60,000 a year. Are you stealing most of the money? No. You're part of the liquidity of the market. That's all. Can you write 200 of these at a time? Yeah, you sure can. Bring in 20 grand a month. You're bringing in 30,000 gross, paying 10 to buy them back, and knocking off 20 for yourself. Is that enough to, one, stop you from working full time? Two, the ability to knock off all your debts, including your mortgage, within like a year or two? You are debt free on anything you ever owned in the next year or two, and you're still bringing in 20,000 a month. Hello, yeah, this is a game changer, and you can make more than that. Many of you have figured it out, but to get to that level, you got to start right at the beginning. How do you make $100 on a contract that you wrote that expires 6 weeks down the road? You're going to buy it back with 2 weeks left to go for a third of the money you got for it. You understand the other side of the trade, and the lessons are available to you to do that. And again, I want to say thank you to all of you out there who have said to me, I didn't believe it at first. I couldn't understand at the beginning that this really could be done. I've never traded in the market like this before. I've always been afraid of stock options. I've been afraid of I've been intimidated by the market. And I always thought, until I get $100,000 and I get a 4% dividend on it, I'm going to get $4,000 a year on my money. I mean, that's all I thought this market could do for me. I figured I'll leave it in my 401k and my IRAs, and I'll let it just grow at 6-8% a year, and I'll put money into it for the next 20, 25 years, from my 20s until my 50s, or my 30s until my 50s and 60s. And with any luck, I'll have enough to retire on. And then I find you, because a friend of mine told me about you. I read about you in Reddit. I heard about you somewhere. I don't know what. And now I'm doing this. I am writing options on my portfolio. I can't believe it. I used to own a bunch of ETFs. I sold all those, and I turned around and I bought deep in the money calls on Apple. I bought shares of AI. I bought whatever, and I started writing on these stocks and options, just like you're showing me. I'm creating condors as an additional strategy. You've changed my life. I mean, you've changed everything about this market. I had no idea how this market. I now understand how I didn't know how the market worked. I never knew what the market was about until I hung around here a while to understand there is so much going on in the stock market. Is it any wonder that there are people in Wall Street getting $1 million bonuses every quarter, 5 million bonuses a year? Did you hear this morning that the new leadership of, what is it, Goldman Sachs? I think it's Goldman Sachs. There's 3 guys that were considered for the lead role, CEO of the company. I believe it was 3. 1 got the job, 2 did not. The board of directors decided that as a reward for being the top 3 guys and to keep you all in the company, we're giving each of them a $20 million bonus, effective immediately, in cash, not stock, in cash. This is the kind of money that's going on over there. And they're making it off of you. They're making it off of you and your friends and your relatives and your neighbors and all the coworkers you know. Anyone that's into ETFs, mutual funds, hedge funds, whatever, these guys are getting this kind of cash as bonus money, retention money, just to stick around. Please don't quit. Here you go. The CEO gets 20 million. He ain't quitting. The 2 guys that didn't get the job, here's 20 million to not leave us. Even though we didn't make you CEO, we love you anyway. Hello. There are thousands of employees over there at that operation. And many of them, and I mean thousands of them, have got to make $1 million a year to stay there. They got to make 2 million a year, 3 million a year, 4 million a year. If you're making 3 million a year at Goldman Sachs, you are making 250,000 a month. Okay, get that in there. All right, remember that there are 20 days a month you can work approximately, and they're bringing in 250,000 a month. That's 12,500 a day to go to work. All right, I'm trying to talk to you guys about writing options and making a couple of thousand here, 5,000 there, 6,000 there, 10,000 a month there. That's what we're talking about here. Working from home, not having to commute, not having to compete with these guys, not having to be the top 0.1% at Goldman Sachs. You can be your own employee in your own house and make more money than you've ever made before in any job you've ever had. As soon as you start making 10, 15, and 20,000 per month, you're going to realize, I can't get this in a day job. No employer will pay me this. I don't have the skills to be paid $20,000 a month. Almost all of you will be in that case. There'll be one or two of you who will go, oh no, I can get that. Yeah. You're the exception. You're not the rule. Welcome to this party, okay? I have to keep bringing it up that there are some monies, there are dollars to be made, except for the one thing that you must remember. You're in the option writing business. You're in the Condor business, cash secured put business, poor man covered call business, whatever it is. You have to be conservative. You have to be patient. You have to have powder. You can't be all in. The institutions aren't all in. The insurance companies aren't all in. The mutual funds aren't all in. They have a percentage of their portfolios in the option writing department. You are an asset manager, which means you're managing all of your assets for all of your needs, which includes either rent or mortgage, groceries, insurance, gasoline for your car, to run the car, all your life's expenses and needs, wants and desires, and you're trying to make money from the option market. So it's part of your entire existence, not only the only part of your existence. So stick around, enjoy the show, enjoy the party. We're open, I believe. Thank you, Larry. Let's get you richer. And thank you again for being part of this little tiny YouTube channel. We have 114 phenomenal thumbs ups. You guys are incredible. Thank you. I hadn't even noticed. I'm too busy ranting and raving. I'm so excited. Thank you all for being part of the channel. My show here every day, Monday to Friday, when I can be on the air. Thank you all. And let's get you guys richer. Okay. The Dow right now down 86 points after being up all morning. You notice how all pre-market we were in the green? All pre-market we were in the green. And now we're red. Go figure. Sometimes the pre-market doesn't tell you what's really going on. We're only up a half a point on S&P, and we're down 24 on NASDAQ. So we have a little sell-off to start. We'll see how serious it is, if there are any legs to this. Oil is up 45 cents a barrel at 82.76 a barrel right now. Okay. We got U.S. stocks open mostly down as the Dow heads for the third straight month of losses ahead of the Fed decision. There's the story. And we have to wait and see how this market plays out. The loss itself is a nothing burger, 70 points. So what? It's nothing. There you go. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. You are the best. Thanks for these thumbs ups. Maria Powell, I was 65. Beach Boy, number 97. What did I miss? Manager, 100. Dude, 103. Mandu, number 5 today. Constantine, good morning, everybody. I am number 110. Let's have a green day. Thank you so much. So much. Thank you all for being part of the show, the commentary, memberships, and everything else. You are so welcome here, and I am so grateful that you're all part of the family here today. Please become a member of this channel. Please become a member of this channel. It keeps us going. And if you're a class taker, congratulations. If you're grabbing 5 for the price of 4, well done, everyone. It's a limited time offer. This expires in a couple of Fridays, and that deal will end. So if you are interested in this deal, Make your move now. Let me know. Do a donation, $5.99.99 to my PayPal account, and then send me an email and say, hey, Uncle Bruce, I just sent you $5.99.99 US funds to your PayPal account. And here are the 5 classes I would like today, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 1, 8, 9, 50, whatever 5 you want, you let me know. And I will fire you an email with your links to your 5 classes. Or if you want 10, then make a double donation and send me a list of 10. If you want all 16, then make 3 $5.99.99 donations and 1 $150 donation, and you'll get all 16 classes in one shot. And you've ended up getting, what was that, 3 for free? Not bad. Thank you very much. Again, thank you all of you who are stepping up to get your hands on these classes to become part of the familia here. It's a serious indication that you're for real. You really want to become self-employed as an option writer. Say goodbye to your day job, man. You're going to change your life around here if you really want to. You don't ever want to work for anyone ever again. You want to be able to take this wherever you go and be in business. Jen and I are going to California. We're going to be down there for almost 6 months. You can be in California for 6 months this winter if you wish, or Arizona, or Florida, or Mexico, or Costa Rica. I mean, where do you want to travel to? You got friends you want to go visit that are in warm climates? You can be on the road and be trading anywhere in the world all the time. For some of you, you've decided, you know what, I'm gonna sell off all my stuff. I'm just renting an apartment up here in Chicago, or Minneapolis, or Detroit, or New York, or Seattle, or Toronto, or Geraldton, Ontario. I don't care where you are. I'm getting rid of all my crap. My dearest things, I'm going to leave at my mom and dad's house, or I'm going to leave with a friend, or I'm just going to put in storage. And I am now a nomad. I am a traveling nomad, and I'm going to do Airbnbs or bed and breakfasts, or I'm renting an RV from a friend of mine who doesn't use their RV, and I'm going to rent it for 6 months. And I'm heading south. I'm driving down to Florida with it. I'm going down to Texas. I'm going down to Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Texas, Arizona, California. I'm going to go across the United States for 6 months. And I've got internet with me. I'm going to have an internet plan, and I'm going to be writing my options on the road. I've got 10 grand in the bank, 20 grand in the bank, 40 grand in the bank, whatever it is. I can live on this money. And I'm now going to trade my RSP, my 401k, my IRA, whatever, my assets. And I'm going to watch Uncle Bruce from wherever I want to be. The side of the road, on BLM land, in a campground. I don't know. It's up to you. You figure it out. But this is the freedom machine right here. You can get away and stay away for a long, long time. Travel Europe all you want. Travel Asia, South America. You figure it out. What is it you want to do? Were you traveling when you were a recent college grad 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and you're pining to go back to that again, seeing the changes from when you last traveled to wherever you traveled to? You and your wife are packing up and going, baby. It's available. It's doable. Okay, I'm not making this crap up. There are people who are watching me from around the world that aren't home right now. They're on the road enjoying other things. Anyway, there you have it. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Stephen, I sold a November 17, 23 $9.50 put for $30 credit on Ford yesterday. Happy to own Ford at $9.20 per share if I'm assigned. Well, there you go. And what's going on? People want to know, why does he charge for his channel? Because he keeps the trolls away. That's exactly right. And then, of course, there are the other perks that you get. That's true, too. Thank you, everybody. And what else is going on here? Dude is saying the truth is the market is stressful. And Uncle Bruce has been through it many times. Now he wants to share his knowledge. It's not overnight, but stick around and watch what we do and see how it's done. There you go. Blair, dude is right. He is right. You know what, Blair? I just need a save $1,000 a month before the bills. In the Netherlands, my condo in Germany will only be for weekends. There you go. Clay, Uncle Bruce, in your opinion, is S&P reliant on the Magnificent Seven, these Microsoft shares, Apple, Meta, Tesla, the other? Is it reliant on those shares performing well? What would happen if Tesla's dip keeps on dipping? Well, stocks go up and down, and you got to allow that to be part of the formula. You don't take it personally. Markets go higher and lower based on emotion, greed, fear, everything there is. Yeah, the S&P is affected by the Magnificent Seven, but they are 7 of 500 stocks. I think they make up 40% of the swing of the S&P. But these guys, you're listing, the companies you're listing here are sitting on mountains of cash, mountains of it. And at 5% interest or more, Microsoft, what do they got? 40 billion in cash. There's 2 billion a year in interest. Free money to Microsoft. Apple is on what, 170 billion, 150. It's mind-numbing. 150 billion in cash, 7.5 billion in interest, 600 million a month, 20 million a day. To divvy it out, it's stunning how much money they get handed for the cash they have. And the bonds that Apple issued, what are they paying in interest? You remember those Apple bonds that were issued the last 10 years? They're paying 1.5%, 1.25%, 2% interest on the money they borrowed. What did they do with the money? Bought back stock. Yeah, they're doing great. Unbelievable. BW, Uncle Bruce, talking to someone who has vested shares from the previous job. I showed them what the writing on them out of the money calls out to January 25 would get them, $12,000. Eyes got the size of Roger Rabbit. A 26 in the money equals $30,000. I know. I'm really appreciate this comment. We're talking about, I think, maybe 10 million Americans are in this position and don't know it. And I laugh at it. I just go, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yes. I have viewers on this channel who had one-on-ones with me to say, Bruce, I'm going to borrow you for an hour privately for $400 an hour. I want to show you our family portfolio. I found your channel 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. I've been following you. I've been watching these classes of yours. I've been trying to write options on some of my shares that I have in my brokerage account through my a trading app that I have. I have this. This is what I really have. What do you think? And this is exactly what we're talking about. I get these examples shown to me time and time again from people who've been told by friends and relatives and advisors, oh, don't go into the option market. No, just put $500 a month into your account, let your employer match it, and grow your investments over time. You'll be able to retire one day. In the meantime, they have this sitting here that they're not taking advantage of. And they could be writing out of the money calls 6 months out, a year out, and hauling in these massive gobs of money that they could be putting into more Apple stock, more whatever stock to grow their portfolio at light speed now while they're still working. They're 45, they're 40, they're 50, they're a decade away or two from retirement, and they have this potential right here today. They don't know it. I'm desperately trying to tell you all, this is the upside that you're sitting on, that you're not getting to. You're there now. This is what you're on to today. There are people who can quit their jobs instantly and live off of these massive premiums now. There are folks out there with much more than this, where they could be hauling in $100,000 a year in option premium on what they've been putting together for decades. There are people out there who've put everything they've had into their houses, sitting on an $800,000 house. They got a $150,000 mortgage against it. They could walk into their banker right now, pull out $350,000 in cash. They could put that into Apple. They could put that into IBM. They could put that into what? Get a dividend on that IBM, for example, and write out of the money contracts and not work ever again, because the premiums coming in and the dividend coming in and what they already have that they're sitting on coming in will carry their lifestyle for the rest of their lives. And they can wait 15 years until they can get Social Security, because they're not eligible, because they're not 65 yet. They have to wait for Social Security. That's all right. That's coming later. You can retire now. Why are you killing yourself at your job? It blows my mind. This is exciting. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. Retire. That retire one day equals the day you die. Gobs of money, says Bagel Babe. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I have taught a buddy who has roughly 100,000 in a Roth how to trade covered calls and cash secured puts. He has been making over 1,000 a month for the last few months. He's starting to see how he can retire early. It's becoming apparent when it works. You go, oh, you mean I get to keep this money? I can do this while I'm working. This is legal. You're telling me that there are hedge funds that do this with millions, billions, and have been forever, and no one ever told me this. There's no college course. There's no high school teacher. There's no friend of mine. And I've been dealing with brokerage firms for years, and never have they ever mentioned this to me. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly correct. I have 16 lessons on how to do this. Yes, I do. They're $150 a class if you buy them individually. You want to get 5 for the price of 4. They're $120 each. You get one free. Get on with it. Start it. What do you want to do with your life? Bobby, those are good questions. What do you want to do with the rest of your life? Do you want to rock or not? Welcome to the party, kids. Look, we're down 91 on the Dow. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. To this person right here, it doesn't matter if the market is down 90 points. To this person right here, being able to haul in this kind of money, it doesn't matter if the Dow is up or down. It doesn't matter. Premiums are premiums. They're yours. Yes, money for nothing. Yeah, hello. The kind of money where you can say goodbye to your day job. Unthinkable. There are people out there who just are convinced, oh, no, Bruce, no. I have been brainwashed. I'm telling you, I've been so brainwashed, Bruce, that I'm working until I'm 65. I've already got 800,000 saved, and I'm making 40,000 a year on that money, dividend money. I got to keep working another 5 years to get that 800,000 to $1 million, $1.1 million. Or you could take that $800,000, write options on that $800,000 portfolio. Maybe needs some adjustment, perhaps. Tax-free adjustment, by the way, if it's in an IRA. And haul in right now 80,000 on it. Just writing contracts at premiums, out of the money for a few months, and haul in maybe 150,000 a year right now on that money. Keep working and throw your 40,000 a year at it, or 20,000 a year, whatever you can afford, 1,000 a month, whatever you're doing, if you wish to. But that portfolio, that thing can grow by 200,000-300,000 a year now, and in 5 years, that's $2 to $2.5 million. It's not 1 million. Figure this is serious money we're talking about here. It's time. But then again, boy, you're 60. You're making 100,000 a year right now, 120,000 a year. Congratulations. But if you could be making 150,000 a year on your money and not work, not pay commuting fees, not sacrifice 60 hours of your life to your career, and now be able to maybe be a consultant on the side for 50,000 a year and make 150,000 a year on your money, you're making 200,000 a year at a lower tax rate because this money you're making here is capital gain, or this money's made inside the IRA tax free. You're living off the 50 grand you're making part time. You're starting to take early Social Security as soon as you can. We're talking a game changer here, a big time game changer. And there's husbands and wives out there who are both contributing to their Roths and their 401ks who could have walked from their jobs a decade ago. Why not walk now before it's too late? It's exciting. I know the 35, 45-year-olds are listening to this going, oh, God, Bruce, Jesus, you're talking about stuff 20 years from now. Man, this is awesome. I'm saying to you guys, you got 10, 15 grand lying around, put it to work. Get going. Start making it make money. In about 5 years from now, that'll be over 100, 150,000. You are fast forwarding your retirement into your 40s and 50s. You're not going to play this game in your 60s. You're going to play this game of, I'm going to quit my day job at age 45 with kids that are just about to get out of the house. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We're empty nesters at 48. Oh, we've retired at age 45. We're empty nesters at 48. We're traveling at 48. Oh, good Lord. What we can do at 48 versus what Bruce can do at age 68, listening to Bruce travel versus how I can travel at age 48, it's different. It's a whole lot. Oh, wow. I don't have to work until I'm 65. I can start traveling and being retired at age 45. Hello. Get with the program, man. Let's go, baby. Oh, man, I'm excited. We legitimately make money no matter which way this market goes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Wing Commander, number 123. Fool of a Took, number 125. Giddy up. Sofi trading 10 million in the first whatever minutes. What are we doing on Sofi? Where are we at? 728, up 34 cents. Thank you very much. Way oversold. It's way oversold. Yeah, it's only got to go up about $8 a share before I stop talking about it. Yes, indeed. Let's roll, baby. Let's get going and make money. Yep. Fool of a Took is saying that so many analysts refuse to acknowledge they are much more than a student loan company. It's ridiculous. That's right. There are stupid analysts and stupid investors. Don't think analysts are geniuses. They're just as dumb as everybody else. They're also biased, and sometimes they are paid off. They don't want to admit it, but they're told what to say. They are told what to indicate. They are given a strong hint at what their firm wants them to talk about. They will never admit to it. And I'm not naming names, but have you seen some of these recommendations? Really? Wow. Unbelievable. Bobby, my cash side job nets me $20,000 a year. I'm currently in year 2 of 5 of my 5-year plan. Freedom 50 or 55 if I stay safely simpleton. A way to go, buddy. Way to go. Yeah, BW analyst. It's all in the title, you know. Analyst. It's all in the title. There you go. Well, giddy up, everybody. 734 on your Sofi, up 39 cents. Let's go. We deserve a lot more than that. We're down 107 on the Dow, down 12 on S&P, down 88 on NASDAQ. GameStop is up 8 at 1288, 1289. We got Enphase down at 78.83. We've got Apple down 225, Netflix down 350, Adobe down 370, AI down 23, Nvidia down $16 to $395 a share, Tesla down 12 cents. What else going on here? Unity down 3, Google down 62 cents, Moderna down 28, Cisco is up 617, Pfizer down 65, IBM up 37 cents, HPQ down 14, Microsoft is down 185, ME up 1 penny right now at 78 cents, ridiculously cheap. Amazon down 61, Home Depot up 126 a share, Vanik is down 170, Goldman up 172, handing out big time bonuses. If I'm not mistaken, it was Goldman, wasn't it? Boeing down 35 cents. Facebook, Meta down $3, Target down 3 cents, JP Morgan up 114, Costco down 480, had a big day yesterday. Costco's 550 a share. Walmart down 42 cents, Disney down 14, American Airlines down 20, DraftKings down 27, AMC up 12 cents, and Royal Caribbean down 146 to 84.40. There's a story out talking about the possibility that Microsoft might do a stock split. The beginning of the rumors are starting at stock is at $335 a share. Question is, would they do a 3-for-1 stock split and get it back to 110, 112? Is that a possibility? And then would the shares run up to 125, 130, which means that would take them to $390 a share? Rumors. I don't know. What about Costco? $5.50 a share. You did a 5-for-1 split, you'd be at 110. I'm wondering. I don't know. Home Depot is $282. Never a rumor there. Goldman at $302. Never a rumor there about a stock split. Nothing. Don't know. I wouldn't, bank on it. We'll see how it goes. So much fun. Dude is saying a Wedbush is clearly bought and paid for by the short pool. Splayer, SoFi going for another climb right now, Bruce. SoFi 733. GameStop, when is it going to pop is the question. I'll let you know when I know. Hector, Uncle Bruce, what strike would you write a Unity software option on? Earnings on November 9th coming up. That's the story right there. Unity, what do we do with Unity? Let's take a look here on good old Unity. Unity right now, $24.90, down 19 cents at the moment. Option premiums, let's take a look at options. Well, if you're sitting on deep in the money calls or stock, you want to bring in some premiums. So why don't we take a look at January contracts just for fun? How are they looking right now? If you want to write a 25, which is at the money rate, basically, you'd get a 310, 320 market on that. 26s are 270, 75 range. The 27s are 228, 34. 30s are 136, 141. So, you wrote a 30, you get $1.36. You want to go further out for a bigger premium, maybe January 24s. You could write 30s and get 133 to 195. There's a wide Mack truck trade. Probably 195 is what you get for those. 27s will get you almost $3, maybe $2.95 or something like that for 27s. That nets you almost $30 a share on a $24.91 stock, and deep in the money calls are obviously higher percentage return on those. May 2024, you want to go with the May 27s will bring you in $425 to $440. Now, if you bought a deep in the money call for $15, and you can get a $440 return on a $15 investment, that's almost 30% on your money from now until May. And if you were exercised, you'd be taken out of 27. In other words, if the stock went up $3 a share, let's say, your deep in the money call would be worth $3 more as well in appreciation. And this contract is still worthless. Not a bad move. 30s would be 325, 335 for May's. Again, that is more than 10% of the exercise price. Not a bad return on your money. There's some thoughts. Don't be afraid to write 3-6-month contracts and take big fat cash premiums. Use that to buy more deep in the money calls, to write more calls if you want, or keep powder around, or write options against your stock and buy more stock. $24.95 a share. You can bring in $4 a contract. Hey, baby, you got 1,000 shares and you can bring in $4,500. You can almost buy another 200 shares. Not bad, which means you can write 2 more contracts and definitely acquire 200 more shares for nothing. That is not bad for the next 6 months or so, give or take, at a premium. Just some thoughts. Jen, how are you?
Or you start buying Christmas presents.
Or you start buying Christmas presents, she says.
Hanukkah presents. It is that time of year.
Yes. Okay. Interesting. It's that time of year. Welcome. Giddy up.
Is this
Giddy
your
up.
Halloween
Giddy up.
costume?
Yeah, I'm dressed in a red Halloween costume today.
Nice.
Nice.
You're ketchup.
I'm ketchup. Not on a hot dog.
No.
Not ketchup, not on a hot dog.
No.
Bacon and eggs, yes.
Yeah.
But not on a hot dog.
Well, not the bacon. The eggs.
Not the bacon, no, the eggs, yes. How's it going, Jet?
It's good. How are you?
Good. Still dark outside.
I know, but it's
Next half hour.
Nice out.
Yeah, it's nice.
-1.
We're approaching 32. We're going to hit 45 degrees today, so that'll help melt some of the snow off. It's been melting, but slowly. But this should accelerate at 45 degrees. Some sunshine today.
We're in
We'll
that
see.
part of the world where you have to have 2 Halloween costumes: the one you wear inside, and the one you wear outside
For trick or treating. Yes. Good morning.
Something that fits over a parka.
Good morning, Jen from Splair. Bobby
Good afternoon,
Atkinson.
Splair.
Happy
Good to talk.
Kwanzaa, Auntie Jen.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Splair Uncle
That's
Bruce
right.
it's a red market day, says Splair. JR, good morning, Auntie Jen. Christmas. No. Don't start the music, please. No. Don't start that damn music.
We were
No.
in Costco, 2 weeks ago?
Just a couple days ago.
Much.
Already.
So much.
All the Costco's in North
Oh, my
America are
God.
drowning in Christmas crap.
You're like, really?
The chocolates have shown up. The gift baskets.
The trees.
The trees, the
The
decorations. Haven't had Halloween yet. Well, it's tonight. Absolutely
I
full
know.
board. Starting tomorrow, November 1, it's all about Christmas.
But
Absolutely.
I think Americans that I know
Oh, wow.
will have their Christmas tree up by Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because that's when the family
Well, that's when they
comes.
put it up, is Thanksgiving. That's
Yeah.
when Christmas decorations really come out, is at Thanksgiving
And that's
gatherings.
when the family gathers. Yeah.
Family gatherings. Here come the Christmas decorations.
The big family.
Yeah, $12.94 on GameStop. We're up 14 cents, and Sofi $7.39 up 45 cents on Sofi.
All right.
We'll take it, but it's only a fraction of what you deserve. There
I
you go.
know.
We've
I know.
only just begun to make money on that
It's
stuff.
just more proof that the market doesn't do what you think it should.
That's true. BW said, Brian says, ketchup never goes on a hot dog. Learn that in Chicago, living for 12 years. That's where you learn that. Ketchup is for fries and fries only. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Splair. I mean, the costume. It's red market day costume. There you go.
That's what it is.
I know what you're saying, buddy.
I have a nephew who doesn't like French fries.
Someone doesn't like French fries.
Yeah.
JR, no, Christmas decoration does not put up until Black Friday. That's when it goes up. Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Brian, number 133 on the thumbs up meter. Bruce, good morning to you. Thank you, Brian, for the thumbs ups. All of you.
Good morning, BW.
All of you for the thumbs ups. You helped us get to 200 yesterday. If you're watching on the rerun right now, hit that thumbs up button for us. Let's do another 200 thumbs up day today. Thank you all for that. By the way, I've been uploading some short videos. I want to get your reaction. 1, what do you think of them? 2, are they okay? 3, are they making you mad? Are you going, yeah, whatever? Are they any good? Do you think that the shorts that I'm putting up right now, these short videos, I've done about 4 or 5 of them now. Do you think that they can help the channel? Let me know your thoughts on that, if you don't mind.
You're our market research.
You're my research department. I will tell you this. The short videos that I'm uploading are being put together by an AI program that I've subscribed to. Some of these YouTube influencers that help YouTubers be better YouTubers. We're showing this thing off, and I tried a trial on it. I've automatically picked it up. I like it. It is so fast, and as I've been offered, I'll upload this show, this live show. I'll put it up into the software later today. I will be given 25 suggested short videos through AI. They're unbelievable. Within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't do it myself. I can't do that in 15 minutes.
Yeah, we have an editor. She can't do it that quickly. In second,
No.
she'd lose her mind.
She'd lose. No, can't be done.
If she had to go.
I used to do 3, 4, 5 minute videos, which I might do again with this program. I might be uploading 2 kinds of videos going forward. 5-minute videos from shows and shorts up to 60 seconds long. I'm still learning all this, so you have to bear with me. I'm just getting used to this. But this is exciting stuff. But I'm curious about what you thought about those. If you let me know. Farmhouse, Uncle Bruce, are you saying you don't eat ketchup on hot dogs? Don't know if I can trust you anymore. No, it's barbecue sauce. When I have a hot dog on a barbecue, I'll put barbecue sauce on it. That's what I prefer, but not ketchup.
And having them grilled on a barbecue, they're so good.
Jen loves them. The videos are coming in as 4x10 screenshots, says Brian. 4 foot 10 inches, Brian, yesterday on Sofi, short volume was 72 million and off exchange was 64%. John Anderson, hello everybody. Hi John.
Hi John.
Splair, I love them. Great to gain attention through it. You can see in less than 5 minutes what the topic is, so you won't get scared instantly when you suddenly join during political topics. There you go. JR, once you've had a Chicago dog, you never go back. They are amazing. Firmalus, fries.
Is a Chicago dog in Chicago the same as the Chicago dog at Orange Julius?
Question for you: as fries go in a McFlurry only?
Oh,
what's wrong with you people? They go into milkshakes at In-N-Out as well. Yeah. Dude, I'll check them, Uncle Bruce. Interesting that AI made those shorts for you, Brian.
Yeah.
17 million volume on Sofi. I wonder if we're going to hit 100 million today. 1292 on GameStop, 726 on Sofi right now. Dude, barbecue sauce on a hot dog? That's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. On a barbecue dog. Oh, yeah. Splair, I have the best audience in 3 to 10 minute videos and shorts. I think they're worth it, says Splair.
Nice.
Maria, I will check them out. Splair, I agree. Maria, good morning. Maria. Auntie Jen, curling rocks.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah. She's watching curling.
I was watching yesterday. The Australian women gave us a scare.
Ooh,
yes.
See, there you go. I mean, Clay 180 McFlurries are an urban legend. Those machines are always broken. JR, no, in Chicago, you get the poppy seed buns. I can't find them in California.
Oh,
JR, that's a good point. That's a very, very good point about those Chicago dogs.
Yeah, we don't know. Orange Julius doesn't give you a poppy seed, but you get like the celery salt and the pickles, and tomatoes and cucumbers. And,
yep, that's right.
Very good.
Bobby Atkinson, McDonald's ice cream machine is always broken.
Always.
That's true, always broken.
Always.
I remember 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, we were at a Costco in Calgary. It was 85 degrees out. It was July. We went to the food court and
children were weeping.
The frozen yogurt ice cream machine was down. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God. I was here last week at the same place. And every order had an ice cream cone, a cup of sundaes.
The berries.
This is one of Costco's biggest money makers, the ice cream machine. Their hot dogs are $1.50. They are lucky to break even on that.
It's a hook.
With a free pop. But the ice cream for $2.79 or whatever, $3.49 for a sundae up here, that's the money maker. And the machine was broken. It was down for 2 weeks.
And by then,
2 weeks. They needed parts to be flown in from wherever the hell they came from. That cost them, I bet you, $5,000 a day.
Yeah.
For 14 days, $100,000 in lost sales, easily. You buy a new one. You don't repair the old. You send it off for repair. You bring in a new one. No one was thinking over there. Nobody. Unbelievable. Anyway, what can I say? Here, Brian. Bobby Atkinson, I agree. Maybe that is a Canada thing. Their soft serve ice cream machines are always broken in Canada. Farmless, if it is broken when I go in, I offer to fix it for free. I have fixed every one that I've worked on, and I get a free McFlurry.
No way.
White Feather, the shorts are well done.
Superman cape.
I see. The White Feather says the shorts are well done. The only problem I see is that you're competing with all the fake gurus out there. Well,
yes.
Well, compete is what I must do. Brian, when I traveled in Australia back.
Do their homework.
When I traveled in Australia back in 2010, it was so hot all the time. We used to double First McD's ice cream cones. We used to double them. They were 50 cents each. What do they cost now? Oh gosh.
So they get a double.
Get a double.
Yeah.
Splair, Sofi getting ready for another pop. All the best things are happening 3 times. Sofi right now, 732. Brian, Chicago dog, steamed, soft, poppy seed bun, mustard, neon pickle relish, dill pickle spear, tomato slices, celery salt, sport peppers, and has to have a steamed Vienna beef brand dog.
Oh,
Chicago dog. Brian,
okay.
oh, onions too, says Brian. Maria, my lady Gamecock basketball team is playing North Dakota in Paris next Monday.
No
6
way.
friends are leaving today. Oh, awesome.
Good for them.
Awesome. Brian, double fist. Sorry, one in each hand. That's what I meant. So we double fisted the ice cream cones because it was so hot in Australia.
You got 2 hands for a reason.
Farmela, I haven't seen an Orange Julius in years, says Farmela.
But that's the first, probably the only place I've ever had a Chicago dog. Because we've only ever been to the Chicago O'Hare Airport. So yes, we've been to Chicago, but we've never been out of the airport.
We've never been out of the Chicago airport. Yeah. If you go to a place like Singapore or Hong Kong or Bangkok or Kuala Lumpur, you can buy those ice cream cones, the soft ice cream cones that are like a foot high.
I know.
You've seen those? I was watching a video, Kara Nape, which I love, when they were in Asia in the first few years of their travels. They're now 7 years into their business. They would get these massive, tall.
How can you eat it fast enough?
Well, it just comes out and you just start chomping on it right now because it's so hot. It's 80 degrees at night, 85 humidity. These cones don't take long to
melt
eat.
All over you.
Yeah, you just start chomping on them right now. There must be the ingredients they're made of must be a bit thicker than runny,
like
ice
a
cream.
bowl kind of thing that goes over to catch.
No, it's a cone, just a cone. You eat it off a cone. What else going on? Maria Powell says Notre Dame, not North Dakota, Notre Dame. Bobby, air fry your hot dogs, so good. Brian, Orange Julius are a Dairy Queen or part of them in Canada. That's true. That's true. Brian, mostly Booster Juice and Jugo Juice now.
Yeah.
Stephen, one vendor has a monopoly on repairing the machines. Seems a recipe for disaster. Yeah. BW, CNBC News, Treasury Department announces new Series 1 bond. The rate 5.27% for the next 6 months.
Okay.
That's bad news for the stock market. That's when money like that is being handed out by the Treasury Department. That means the stock market is under pressure. That's what that means. Thank you, Brian, for that info.
You only got $1. Where are you going to put it?
GameStop, $13.11, up 31 cents. Hello, GameStop. Sofi, $7.33, up 39.
Race back to where they belong.
There you go. Coming up a little bit here. Zen Estate, Uncle Bruce, if you had 80 GameStop leaps, what would you do? January 25 GameStop, I can write 80 covered calls. I would be looking at writing 80 calls. I would look at past January, look at April, and take in big money. Take in $2 a contract minimum or more. Can you get 3 for 15s?
For time.
Bring in $3 times 80. Bring in 24,000 US. Absolutely. Brian, Rugman.
Knowing that Rugman's out to get you
because of the interest rates. 13.10 on GameStop. SoFi 7.32. Jen, what do you think of all that? You're a hot dog lover.
I love hot dogs.
We love the Costco all beef hot dogs. We love them. They're bad for us.
My brother-in-law barbecues the best hot dog in the world. It's what keeps me camping.
When I barbecue a hot dog, I don't like to barbecue the thin dogs. I love the big thick dogs.
You want the jumbo,
jumbos.
But you want that skin just
crispy on the outside, and then cover it with barbecue sauce.
No, you can keep your barbecue.
I love it with barbecue sauce. Jen, just on a bun. We'd like to toast the bun too.
Yes.
On the barbie.
You want the bun warmed. Yeah.
On the barbecue. Get the little
toast. And not too much bun.
Not too much.
You need the right bun to dog ratio.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, we're listening to an expert here. Okay, it's not just how to write options to make your life better.
Right.
Hot dog advice. That alone is worth donations to this channel, right?
My sister has a friend who makes chutney.
Ooh.
So it's like chunky relish. so it's a tomato chutney.
Oh,
it's so good.
Have you ever when you were in college and in your 20s? Did you ever take hot dogs out of the fridge in the morning for breakfast and slice them really thin so that they would be as thick as dimes?
Yeah.
And then put butter in the pan and then fry your hot dogs Get them crispy on both sides.
I never did it for breakfast.
Scramble up 2 or 3 eggs in a bowl.
Yeah.
Pour that on top of the fried up hot dogs. Add some salt and pepper.
Everybody's going to have to go and have lunch now.
Scrambled egg, the whole thing. So scrambled eggs with the fried hot dogs as part of it, and then some toast on the side, and fried hot dogs in scrambled eggs. Did any of you ever have that? Delicious. When you're in your 20s, you don't feel too good in the morning. You were out the night before putting it on there. You need that fried hot dog and fried eggs and toast with butter. You got to recover from that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Or a teen burger.
A teen burger is always.
Teen burgers are great hangover.
There you go. JJ, no such thing as bad publicity. Shorts are a good idea. Thank you, JJ.
There you go. Yeah.
Little chaos. I've been writing Aprils and just rolling down strikes as it falls. Excellent.
Yes,
Keep up the good work.
Good.
Dude, Rugman is coming. Run retail, market makers only. Farmless. Man, I'm wanting some old-fashioned rock salt ice cream now.
Oh.
Brian, if Treasury's doing that with the bonds, what will Jay Powell do with the news tomorrow?
Right.
Or is he more involved with the CPI, PPI numbers? Charlie, fries go in Wendy's Frosty. Stop with the hearsay of dipping fries and other stuff. They go in the Frosty. But they also go into In-N-Out milkshakes.
Yes.
They go into In-N-Out milkshakes.
You need a good thick one.
Yeah. Lorraine, good morning. I'm number 138. Cindy, oh yes, I had the hot dogs and eggs. Still do it once in a while.
I know, we do too.
Yeah. Splair, tomato chutney sounds gorgeous.
Yes.
You two make me hungry, even without the bagel. BW, hot dogs for breakfast sounds great. Hot dogs in spaghetti equals gross. Bobby Atkinson in college, I've made hot dog pizza. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie, McDonald's ice cream machines go down more often than Sofi stock. Right on, Charlie. Right on, pal. The Dow has gone green. We talk hot dogs on this channel, and look at the market go up. The Dow's green. S&P is green. NASDAQ is turning around. We're at 13.13 on GameStop, up 33 cents. SoFi, 734, up 39. Anti-Gen did it again. Save the markets.
Save the market.
Become a member of this channel, and you too can listen to Anti-Gen.
I've done my work here.
All her wisdom, all her
I've
facts.
earned my coffee.
She's earned it again. Look at that.
But now you got me thinking hot dog.
She's thinking hot dog. Dude, right now the market is thinking rates come down next summer. So as long as it doesn't change, no major down moves in the market. That's what I think. Wednesday, Powell, Thursday, Apple earnings. Oh, dude, you got a lot on your mind. Brian, the shorts are good, but the text messaging it places them on, and it gets a bit annoying behind being colored. JR, markets going green. Splair, Charlie, that was a good one. That was a great one right there. Anyway, we're working it. I'm working on these shorts. It's early days. I've only done it a couple of days now. This is AI intelligence. It'll get better. I find it fascinating, and I want to promote the channel. I want to promote my other channel. And so thank you all for, I want your feedback. I live for it. I love your thumbs ups. Like I said, I'm trying to grow the audience, and that gives me more members and sells more classes and keeps me able to get Jen a new hip. We have 142 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Jen needs a new hip. I need 30,000 American dollars right now for her new hip. So I am motivated to keep this channel going. Splair 735. Farmalist. That sounds like pregnancy food, Uncle Bruce. No hot dogs and butter for me. JR got burned on hot dogs after Mom made them with sauerkraut. Yuck. Oh, my gosh. What can I say? What about hot dogs and coleslaw? Mustard and coleslaw on them. That's got to be tasty, don't you think? Barbecued hot dogs with coleslaw on top of that. Oh, that's got to be good. Oh, yeah, I would think so. Another one would be barbecued jumbo hot dogs on a bun with barbecue sauce and macaroni and cheese, even store-bought macaroni and cheese. That's got to be good. Oh, that's got to be good. I'm just thinking, dude, this is how you know we do well here with Bruce's Lessons. We all want to do is talk. All we do is talk about food. We're making money on the side. We're now talking about food because all the money we're making on our contracts, as they shrink out to nothing, we make the money. Thank you very much. GameStop 13.12. SoFi 7.37. We're up 43 cents on GameStop. 7.38 on on SoFi. 7.38 on SoFi, up 43. GameStop 13.12, up 32. SoFi up 43. Volume on SoFi almost 21 million in 40 minutes. Thank you very much. Keep the drive alive. Thank you all for being here today. And thank you for these thumbs ups. We are now pushing thumbs up number 142. 8 more. We've got 150. Help me out. Hit the thumbs up button right now and get me to 150, maybe 160, please. We want to push for 200 thumbs ups with the rerunners out there. If you're watching on the rerun, help us out with thumbs ups. If you're watching live, hit the thumbs up button now and get us over 150, 160. Thank you all. If you like your stocks going up and your options going down, hit the thumbs up button. 740 on SoFi, baby. 743 is the high of the day. Giddy up, SoFi. Go up no matter what. Just go up. Thank you very much. 13.13 on GameStop. Giddy up, kids. Bring in some option premiums. They're handing it to you. Take it. Take it. Take it. Thank you all for joining us today. I love having you all here. So much fun. Never a dull moment in option land. Oh my gosh. Never a dull moment in option land. All right. There you go. Rocket Lab, we're just sitting at 419 and a half. What can I say? That is undervalued as well, but it'll come. It'll happen. 739 on SoFi, 13.13 on GameStop. Matterport up 6, back to $2. 23andMe at 80 cents a share. Come on, 23andMe. Let's get going. Spire sitting at 343, way too low. ATIP Physical Therapy, 733, not doing anything. SmartRent, 237.5. Time for that to pop. Apple down 94. Goldman up 68. Cisco up 40. We have Tesla up 280 now at $200. We got ARK up 48 cents. Microsoft up a quarter. Pfizer down 34. HBQ is down a nickel. Alphabet down 8 cents. Amazon up 70. Nvidia down 12.50 at 399.11. Unity up 28. AI is down 6 cents. Adobe down a quarter. Netflix down 277. The Spiders up 37 and Triple Q's down 34 cents. That is the story at the moment on this market. Welcome one and all to the channel, to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. Giddy up, everybody. Let's try to make some money. Giddy up, giddy up. Aspire, I like the motivation behind the shorts. And honestly, who doesn't want to grow? Here is definitely the right place to do it together. White Feather, stop, Uncle Bruce. You're going off the rails. No coleslaw, no mac and cheese. Mustard and onions is the way for a hot dog, buddy. Splair, neat. Dude, I've got a put butterfly spread on DIA that I'm hoping pins 330 in 10 days. We shall see. Only cost me $16. Could make a lot more. Just something to keep me occupied while Iron Condors print money. Brian, Uncle Bruce, if we write a contract expiring like 6 months out, and in 1 or 2 weeks you're already up 30%, is it a good idea to just close it out, take the money, and then do it again? There's that. There's the idea of closing it out and then writing new contracts for the 6 months out at a lower strike price and bring in that cash. There's that too. Absolutely. Splair, White Feather, diversity is healthy, so why not both? Just kidding. Mac and cheese definitely isn't healthy on the road to at least 30 ingredients a week. BW, 0 DTE options in play today on the indexes. So expect wild swings in the market if you're playing Iron Condors 2 to 3 weeks out. For almost, Uncle Bruce, have you ever had a burger, bacon, cheese dog? Burger, bacon, cheese? I don't think so. Burger, bacon, cheese, yes, but not the dog. No. Bobby, the bulk of the stock we follow report next. They all report next week. That's right. Alberto, I'm here. Can we begin now? Let's get this cheap stuff. Let's get some money here. Right on, Alberto. Thank you, my friend, for being here, always being with us. Great to see you, pal. Let's make some money. We're noticing that GameStop is inching higher at $13.12, up 32 cents. We're noticing SoFi at $7.37, $7.40 range, up 40 odd cents. A little uptick over there. We noticed that the Dow was off 80 points, went positive, now down 50. We're fluctuating all over the place right now. Bleacher Creature is in the house. Uncle Bruce, I'm riding with your Tesla November 17 Iron Condor. 210, 220, 300, 310, currently 200. Arms remain folded. What do you think? I would take those $300 calls, close those out because they're worthless. And I would come down on those. I would come down into the 240, 50 range right there, at least. Bring in money for that call. That's the first move I would make. So write a 240, buy a 250, something like that, 235.45, something like that. 245.55, something like. Bring in a credit on that move, okay? Now, can you shift those puts? Can you go from 220 down to 215 or 210 and take the 210s to 200? Could you do that with the credit from the call? Can you shift these two a little lower? That would be a good idea. Now, if this is not working out or doesn't work into enough money, shift from November 17 to December 15. Go a month forward and go from the 310 range into the 270, 80 range maybe, and the 210, 20 into the 180, 90 range. The time add that you're getting should compensate for the whole cost of this thing. Look into that closely. And let me know. All right. Alberto, it's all about the hat. It's all about the hot dogs today. Alberto says White Feather. Brian Farmos, how does that even work? Or is it just a hamburger with a butterflied hot dog on it? Brian, Uncle Bruce, if a roll might be necessary, it could happen on a dividend paying stock that pays this week. Wait till issuance and then look to roll. You could. Zed Estate, Uncle Bruce, I have 80 GameStop leaps expiring Jan 25. Do I roll further out? I've answered this question. Look at April's. Brian Zed, is GameStop still paying for your BMW? Splair, pumpkin, rice, peppers, onions. What's this? All work today probably for me, says Splair. Boy, you are European. Fool of a Took, selling some of my GameStop and picking up more SoFi at this low price. I can practically get two SoFi for every GameStop. Still long on GameStop, but I believe SoFi has more upside in the long term. Think of it this way. If SoFi goes to $15 and you've got two for everyone, that's like going GameStop to $30. So there you are. It's an argument worthy of discussion. White Feather, I'm happily watching the price of my SPX Iron Condors get closer to my buyback stink offer. Giddy up, buddy. Nicely done there, White Feather. And you know what you're doing here. We're down 49 on the Dow. We're at 1307 on GameStop, 740 on SoFi now. That is where we're at on these stocks, watching everything go through here. Giddy on up. Fun times. Yes, Blair says definitely a European mix meal. There's no doubt about that. That is European. Giddy up, kids. A lot going on here. Lots following to follow. Thank you all for joining me for this 2-hour segment. We're almost done for the day. The thumbs up meter, 149. We're just short of the 150-60 range. Hopefully the rerunners out there can get us right up to the 200 mark. That would be a beautiful thing. Thank you for yesterday, everybody. You helped us get to 212 thumbs ups. That was awesome sauce stuff. Love to see that happen again. We are approaching the end of our show today. Thank you all for hanging out and being with me today and with Jennifer. We appreciate it so much. I got to have some breakfast. I'm getting kind of hungry. Talking about all this food. Oh, baby. It's that time of day. Giddy up, everybody. 1304 GameStop, 740 on SoFi. It wouldn't surprise me if SoFi did go to $8 today. It wouldn't surprise me at all. All the hype is over. All the shenanigans were done yesterday, and we've traded 22.7 million, and we're up 45 cents a share. Go figure. We'll find out. We'll see if the selling dries out, if the buying keeps coming in. More analysts are giving thumbs ups to SoFi, and they should. They absolutely should. Giddy up, all. Splayer, I'm wishing you all a wonderful, relaxed, super fine day. Thank you, Splayer, for that. I second that motion for all of you out there. Please get richer. Just make money. Make sure to pick up some classes. If you're trying to get the buy 5 for 4 deal, make a donation and send me an email. Let me know which classes you'd like. We'll get them out to you today so you can get at it. If you need any help with your links, let me know. We'll take care of you. Thank you all so very much for your support, being members of this channel, Gold Bagel members, Chilling with Uncle Bruce members, and subscribing to this channel. You guys are the best in the business, and you deserve everything good that comes your way. I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's a big day. We'll have a trade tip for Gold Bagel members, pre-alert show for Gold Bagel members, the big show for everybody, and then tomorrow night, prime time with Uncle Bruce, 7 o'clock Eastern for these guys, Gold Bagel members. If you need a reason to become a Gold Bagel member, there's 3 of them right there, and that's just tomorrow. Oh my gosh, let's go, baby. Thank you all. Farmalus, you wrap a hot dog in a burger patty, then cheddar cheese, and then bacon. Then you put a little Worcestershire sauce and a little brown sugar, and you grill it till it's done, and then you slice it up. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And then put them in slider buns. Oh my goodness gracious. Woo! How about just taking a hot dog, slicing a 1-inch slab pieces, and wrapping a little bit of bacon around it with a toothpick and putting it in the oven. Hot dog, baby, with bacon wrapped hot dogs. Ooh, yeah. Then you get the toothpick and you dip that in mustard. Ooh, yeah, baby. That's good stuff. Thank you very much. Dude, neat, Splayer. Screen shotted that recipe. Thanks, Farmus. It's now in my recipe file. Let's go, says dude. Let's go. 743 on SoFi, up 49. We're climbing to the high of the day again on the SoFi shares. They're improving here. Improving indeed. 744 the high of the day, and we're approaching at 23 plus million traded on SoFi, everybody. It couldn't happen to a nicer stock and to nicer viewers out there. Farmers, they are really good for tailgating. You can put any sauce you want on them. One guy put some Tabasco sauce on them and just scarf them down. Steven, easy.
That was easy.
Oh, yeah.
That was easy.
That was easy. All right, kids, have a great day. Thanks for joining me, and thank you again for 153 thumbs ups and counting. Keep them coming, guys. We'll see you first thing tomorrow. Have a good one. Goodbye from Calgary. We'll talk to you later. Take it easy. A beer and onion broiled bratwurst followed by searing on the grill. Oh, man, I'm dying here. I'm dying. See you later.